I would like to take an absolute honour to introduce our Sydney president, Chris Melotti from Melotti's Media. Chris and I have known each other, gosh, nearly 8 years now. We met, on LinkedIn, probably the first event. I remember it way back at the Westpac building a long time ago when there was a couple of LinkedIn experts floating around. And now I believe that it's all sort of like us. So I would like to introduce Chris Melotti from Melotti's Media, and he's got some awesome stuff. I'm really watching what he's been doing lately, and it's just excellent. So, Chris, go ahead.
Thank you, guys. I know I speak a lot, so what I'm going to do today is give you some business solutions that are basically going to help you guide your marketing. Now, I know there's a few marketers here, so the idea behind this is I'm just going to give you some tactics and tricks and things like that, and ask questions. I know it's a fast 10 minutes. So, as PJ said, thank you so much for the intro. My name is Chris, and I used to just do copywriting a couple of years ago, and the business has evolved naturally to back to my roots, which are actually CMO and marketing strategist, which is where I actually came from. So I found that more people are asking my agency now for the strategy stuff over the executions, and the executions come from that. So I'm actually doing more of this now, and that's what I'm going to show you today. You'll notice, oh, sorry, I'm not sliding these on. Sorry. There we go. So that's me. Sorry. I was like, where are we? Right. So and please interrupt me if you have any questions. I love it. Right. So further to what PJ said was this, networking is honestly the lifeblood of marketing today and the lifeblood of business. I know when I started my marketing career about 20 years ago, everything was more the analog traditional stuff. And then digital came in and it overtook. And then digital was number one, and then ads and all this sort of stuff. And now what I'm seeing personally is ads and digital are going slightly down, and networking is going above, and digital is now supporting that. So your marketing strategy now must have networking and connections and in-person stuff, because that is what's leading. And that's why I'm a member of just pretty much all of these people, is because I get around and you will find me, right? And now I'm proud to say that we've really made some leaps and strides from what was our small agency only 8 years ago into, we recently won Bunnings, and we're working with News Corp and some really big brands. So, and that's not to gloat, it's to, I'm proud because we've really worked hard over these years, my team, and to be like Hilton's partner and all of that is a huge coup, and a great thing for my business, and a testimony to that customer service and networking really does work. So just a quick summary of me before I move on is I've set up a second brand, which you can find at christophermelotti.com.au. And this is my consulting side, which has become more and more popular over the years. And then we've got Melotti Content Media, that's the agency side, run by, as someone mentioned, Angela, my sister, who's the MD. And so what we essentially do is a lot of the strategy now stuff comes from this side, which is one-on-one with me. And we put together marketing strategies and business consulting sessions. And this is what I've been doing a lot. I did it with Janie. I've done it with a few people in this room. And the idea behind it is I wanted a model that basically could come together with a client and not be an ongoing retainer, although you can, and it's just a one-off session, and I can actually focus on something like your biggest business challenge right now, or a problem you're facing, or someone's used an hour for us to just record and go through their website and me point out all the things they need to work on. So things like this, I wanted to make consulting far more accessible than it seems to have been in the past, where you can just fly in, fly out, and you don't feel or have to be obligated to me, or you don't have to be on a retainer. And so as part of this, something that has come out of this that has been extremely popular, and I know because I literally did it this morning.
Tea leaves, loose leaf tea?
What was that?
Not.
I'm sorry. That's all. Anyway, sorry. What I've been doing is this, what I'm calling strategic marketing to-do list. So the questions I want to ask everyone, I know there's time is moving, but this, right? When it comes to your business, are you feeling stuck? Do you feel overwhelmed, or are you confused with what to do next? And this is a very, very common situation that businesses face, and I'm sure everyone's faced this. The problem that I am seeing every single day from even the biggest businesses is that they are constantly trying to do everything and nothing, right? And so what's happening is, and I know this, and I'm sure there's a few marketing agencies in here, that you get a client that kicks down your door and says, I need ads. right? Or I need a new website. And I usually stop them with the why. Why do you need that? And they'll say, I don't know, I just need to do something, right? And that is a spiral to get out of control, because what happens is there's no thought process behind it. You go straight to the tactic, and then what happens is, yeah, it blows up in your face, right? And I've seen this happen too many times. So what I do and what I suggest everyone does, and I'm not saying I'm just spooking me, is what you can do yourself, is build what I call a strategic marketing to-do list. Now, I'll break you down what I do, and then you can put yourself together, or you can speak to me about doing this for you. And what it is putting together, and you know how, if anyone studied marketing, when you get that marketing report, and it's like this like huge, long, 72-page document that no one ever looks at again, right? Has anyone got that, or has anyone done that, right? What I've found is most people need something like a month-by-month checklist to-do list on just ways to chip away at certain executions, right? And so that's what I have said is this is what I've been doing lately with a lot of my clients. Because imagine how much easier business and marketing would be if there was a structured, actionable to-do list. Okay. And the way I do it, the way that you can also replicate it, is this, which is be like, I know it sounds cliche, but everyone can say it's cliche until it comes to doing it for your own business, right? So what I suggest is take a deep breath, get yourself away from your computer and go to a cafe, or go somewhere, right? Go on the Great Ocean Road, for instance, Sophie. And what I would do is define what your business goals are, not your marketing goals, your business goals, right? What do you want to launch? What number do you want to earn? What sales do you want to achieve? What customer service target do you want to do? What competitor do you want to differentiate yourself from? Whatever it is, come up with 3 or 4, right? And then what I do, and I'll tell you what I do here so you can replicate it, is I do a strategy session with the team, or with the person or the team. And I say, right, in knowing those goals, what kind of marketing initiatives and what kind of direction can we do to build an ongoing platform that you can just tick off, right? Nothing complicated, right? It's just chip by chip by chip, just making sure you're getting away. And then you can create this to-do list for yourself. So as an example, right, this is what I've put together for clients in the past. Sorry, it's a bit small, but I'm just trying to show you. This looks simple, but it is so powerfully effective, right? So what I do, and this is what you can do for yourself, is come up with a theme, right, of what you want to do. So for example, if April is the next month that you want to do, and it's whatever it is, come up with a theme where you've got something that is related to you. Then answer the questions. What is this theme? Why is it important? And how is it going to help your business progress? Okay, so I'm just trying to give you these building blocks, right? So don't just go, what is it, April? April is, after the school holidays and it's after Easter, I'm going to belt out some stuff, right? Make it a little bit more to the point, right? So what is April for you? Okay, and then answer those 3 questions. What is this particular content or idea or marketing theme? Why is it important to your business in terms of achieving those goals? And how does it work in order to build your business and go forward? From there, it's come up with your executables that you can, and I'm talking bite-sized, right? Nothing major, but it's like launch a LinkedIn campaign, update your homepage, build your LinkedIn banners, right? Do a video kickoff, right? Come up with it, use some testimonials, run a mini workshop. Do you see what I'm doing here is by taking this step, you might be thinking, oh, I'd kind of wing it, right? That's the problem. When you're winging it, things are going unfinished. It's firing at all different directions. And you know who's suffering? Not just you, your customer. Because your customer is like, I don't know what this brand is doing. And you know what happens? I know it sounds so simple, but if you are not consistent and clear, then you lose rememberability, right? So people stop remembering you because they can't. Because you are firing on all different directions and people have no idea, right? Look at how PJ does his marketing. Look at how I do my marketing. Everything is consistent in the way that we do things, right? Look at even the orange behind me, right? Or look at my slides. Consistency means you go, oh, that's that orange guy, even if you can't remember my name, right? Yeah, right. And so what I'm trying to show you is by doing something simple like this, even if it's not as detailed, by doing these every month and putting your plan together. And this is what I do for a lot of my clients is it's bespoke and it's just, see how it's like a checklist. Okay. So you can just go, right, I did that blog post, right? I did that, you know, ask anything. I did that case study. By doing this, you are preventing yourself from becoming ad hoc into strategy based. Okay. And so that's what the main takeaway that I wanted to give you today, because it's only 10 minutes, is this marketing to-do list plan is something that you will thank yourself later. And if you speak to Janie, she'll probably help you like automate this a bit with AI as well. And so like, you know, together with the 1-2 punch, I can help do the strategy and then she can do the AI stuff. But the point of my presentation here, before I move to questions, is we need to make a pact this year at BackBone. Stop doing ad hoc. Take it more like this, okay? Because you will thank yourself later when your customers actually remember you, right? When your business is actually being consistent rather than I just thought about something random and I'm going to try it, right? Because nothing kills your marketing's momentum more than inconsistency and a lack of clarity. I'm going to stop there. Does anyone have any questions on, and look, you can speak to me if you, I've got a lot of, but it's, you know, reach out to me. You can reach out to my website, add me on LinkedIn. So yeah, you're welcome, Sophie. Anyone have any questions? I love questions. So please ask. How much time do we left, Pierre? How much time do we have left?
None.
None.
That's okay.
None. Okay. Reach out to me if you have any questions.
Yeah, I just want to back him up by saying, like, folks, like Chris and I focus on this stuff. Like, he's not joking. You've got two of the biggest people in Sydney that really push this stuff out. Like, I know that I'm in Goulburn, but Chris is in Sydney. He's the president of BackBone in Sydney. I'm the president of Canberra. We're doing this, and that's how people remember us. So if you want to learn from us, like Chris is so much more in it. I do life coaching and business coaching. It's like Chris has done, you know, like life coaching for business, like in a greater direction than myself. So that's the easiest way for me to back him up right now. So in saying that, we're just about to go into the second, breakout room. So if you wanted to be partnered up with someone, please send a message to Sarah. But I just want to back up Chris by saying, like, if you want to know more about that, reach out to him. That's what he does.
Yeah. Always happy to chat. And I'm not pushy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know, right? People have this fear. They're like, oh God, he's going to be all over me. Not at all.
We just love to provide value. We love to provide value because if it's in here for us, we want you to share that. We just want to share it with you.
Thanks, Brad. Thank you. Thank you, PJ.
Thank you, Chris.